Hi, I'm Jeffrey Finkelstein from Montreal, Canada. I'm going to cook a little meal for you today. I am planning the meal right now, which will be Tasmanian trout, some cauliflower puree, some black coal, which will be black sesame sponge cake, some pickled beets, and we'll see what else we're going to get in there. One day I needed some money pretty fast. I wanted to go on a trip. It was summer break, and I went into a restaurant, an Asian stir-fry one-bowl restaurant, and they said that they didn't have any space in the front of the house, but they're looking for chefs. So I said, what are their requirements? And they told me to show up tomorrow at 10:30 with black pants. That was the requirements. I'm going to prepare some fresh herbs now. I'm not really sure what they're going to go in yet, but I think they're just going to be in a glaze with the beets. And then I stayed there for a year and a half cooking, getting my ass kicked. I was reading Kitchen Confidential on a beach in Mauritius. I was just like, fuck. I'm like, I don't want to be 40 and not have a kitchen and, you know, being worried about what I'm doing. I want to take it seriously. And I went back to New York, went to the French Culinary Institute, and I've been trucking ever since. Right after school, I got an opportunity to do a stage when Thomas Keller was opening up his restaurant in New York. I didn't have a clue who Thomas Keller was. I went to the dean of the school and I said, listen, I'm like, I have two options. Bistro, a really nice one, or to work for this guy, Thomas Keller. And he goes, if you have any chance to work with Thomas Keller, you go. I go, but I'm not getting paid. And they said, it doesn't matter. It will pay you back in the future. But I've yet to see that cash. I like to cook it in milk. Keeps a nice color, gives a nice flavor. Very plain, very classic, very airy, very fluffy. And really damn good. From there, I went to England, and that's where I really learned how to cook. Yeah, I went from cooking fish to cooking meat to pastry, and then being in charge of pretty much the whole kitchen under the head chef owner. I am retranslating a recipe for bizcocho negro de sesamo. I've roasted sesames, uncooked black sesames, and it has a pretty smoky flavor. There's also a little bit of sesame oil. I'm going to make sure it's perfect. I got a chance to work at El Bulli, the #1 restaurant in the world. I applied 4 years in a row and didn't get in, and then finally on the 5th year, I got in. I took my knife bag, my motorcycle, and they really do stuff that's done nowhere else in the world. And I think that's, you know, pretty much what's going to give me a cutting edge. I think Top Chef is a good way to get my name out there. I've done a lot of, you know, keeping my head down in corners of great restaurants. Now I need something to bring me out. I started late. I only went to culinary school at 24, 25, and now I'm 30. Now I want to get noticed. Now is the time to shine. We're going to test the black sesame cake. I'm going to put it in here. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know too many people that can cook a cake in 40 seconds. Now what I did was I incorporated more air, so it's going to be nice and light and fluffy. Ta-da! You don't get much cooler than that. And even though it's probably 90% air, you still get a big whack of flavor in your mouth. Now, I want it to be the crispy element in the dish. Look at that, just absolutely gorgeous. I like it. My enjoyment comes after everything's done. I love plating, I love creating. I love when things are different. I hate when things are carbon copies. Sometimes plating is just about how they're going to get it into their mouth, you know, or how are they going to pick something up off the plate. Are they going to use a spoon? Are they going to use a fork? Are they going to use, you know, a piece of brioche that's been toasted, and that's, you know, that's what's going to get it up to their mouth. But for me, cooking is about, you know, inspiration and how you feel at that moment. Delicious. Perfect. I think the girls are going to like me. I think the audience is going to like me. Don't know about the other competitors. I like to party hard. I like to have fun. And if I've worked 18 hours in a day, that doesn't mean I'm not going out. And if I have to wake up the next morning, I'll get there. There's no stopping me. I have great training. I think I could win it. Et voilà. Merci. Bonsoir.